Hey everyone, it's Russell Haber with the Russell Haber Group at eXp Realty here in Las Vegas, and we have another episode today of Community Connection. Today we have with us Angel Montes de Oca, the owner of FRAMA Studios. How are you doing, my friend?
I'm doing great. I feel blessed for having this opportunity of having a conversation with you. And someone got the interest in my company and what I do. I'm glad.
Well, tell us about FRAMA Studios. What do you do over there at FRAMA Studios?
First of all, let's start by the name, I guess. FRAMA stands for Fitness-Related Activities and Martial Arts.
Okay.
And obviously, I think it might make sense that I have been a martial artist and involved into combat sports and martial arts practice all my life, basically. I started at kind of late, at the age of 13. That's really late for many people. But after that, I did an athletic career back in Cuba in 1980s and competed in national tournaments. I was a member of a regional team. And then I moved to the United States and I decided to keep going with my martial art journey. It's something I love to do, and I don't care how unrewarding it could be for certain people. I love it. That's what I like to do. And I feel good when I do it, and I keep going. But the reality is that martial arts, for many people, and they have the reasons to think this way, is not a career for life. Unless you're a professional fighter and you are successful and you actually make it. There are great talented professional fighters who doesn't get to the top and to the highest possible level. It's a very competitive and very difficult field. And if you are an instructor and you run a school, the profitability of that as a business is actually very low. For some people, they would say that there is not even a business. That is basically what's the terminology a friend of mine used? A labor of love. Basically, it's basically a labor of love. It's something that you do it, and you know you're not going to get anything, maybe tiredness and injuries, and you still do it.
So what different types of martial arts do you offer?
Okay, first of all, FRAMA Studios. The main focus, I try to do something different in the field, in the martial arts field. I never intended to run a martial arts studios in a traditional way. Most traditional studios, someone who has the knowledge and the experience, open its place and start promoting its classes. They are trying to attract students. FRAMA Studios is actually trying to attract instructors. My idea was to offer a fully equipped martial arts and fitness training facility available to instructors. So instructors that don't have to go through all the hassle process and all the big expenses of renting a commercial locations, getting business licenses, business insurance, buying equipment, marketing, etc. And that has to do with what I was saying at the beginning. It's a very low profitable business. In most cases, there are very successful business owners who run a martial arts school. And I always thought, but what is the biggest obstacle that martial arts school business and studios run through? And that would be rent and utilities. That would be between 60 to 70% of their expenses. I did my market research.
Wow.
My thing is, how do I go and deal with this issue? And I thought of offering this. So I'm trying to work around people's schedule, attract instructors and schedule them. So instead of them having to pay a business license, utilities, maintenance, and renting a big commercial locations and everything, I do all that and I sublease them. I rent to them and they can only pay for the time they use, because that's another thing that is very important in the martial art business. Most martial art schools operate in the evening. They operate in the evening because it's based on kids and children. So after school, they open at 4 p.m. So think about it. And then it's only from Monday to Friday. Besides paying that much money, it's way underused, the facility, when they rent a commercial location to run those businesses. So I think, and I'm sure that I can lower a person who wants to start teaching now and wants to do the traditional way, renting the commercial locations, getting business licenses, buying equipment, opening to expect students to come to him, he's gonna spend no less than $3,000 a month, easily. And so far, at very slow pace, because the economy is not the best, and still people don't know me. I'm trying to put my name out there with an aggressive market and social media, but it's working. It's working. Number one, I cannot have. I have already 2 instructors, and another one should be coming to talk to me this evening. And
Wow.
I opened only in February.
Oh, wow.
Last February.
That's great.
Last February opened. I have 2 instructors. I got one more potential deal coming this evening. And at the same time, I'm teaching until I get enough instructors. And the thing is, I probably will not stop it. Even I will keep a spot for myself to be able to teach my class. But I have a MMA instructor. I have a judo instructor. I'm teaching striking and conditioning. And I talked to a lady yesterday who came to my training facility. She's the wife of an instructor for Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And he's looking for a place. So I think it's coming.
That's fantastic. So what are your goals over the next year for the business, personal? What are you looking to achieve?
I would be very, very happy if by the end of the year, I can make my business self-sustainable, then start planning profitability after that. I'm renting my space per hour or for a flat fee to instructors who wants to teach either way on regular basis, or those who wants to teach only private classes. But I'm also expecting and planning to offer the possibility anybody who wants to do a very small seminars or small or a small workshop, stuff like that. I'm planning also to offer in the future maybe another location, because the area has a potential. And going above that, I'm not saying it's impossible, but it could be a challenge, because once you saturate the market of the area, an area with your product, with what you offer, might be more clientele close by, but if they have to drive, for example, 1 hour, they might not come that far.
So where are you located now? Where's the facility at?
My facility is close by the intersection of Maryland Parkway and Sahara, at a plaza called Big Commercial Center, close to Maryland Parkway and Sahara. And I like it there. It's really close to several neighborhoods. It's kind of at the middle of town, so Henderson, North Las Vegas, and all those guys to connect, they have to pass through my area.
What about, tell people out there something about Las Vegas. How long have you been in Vegas? Or are you originally from here?
Oh, I was born and raised in Cuba, but I've been in Las Vegas since 1999. That's kind of 22, almost 23 years.
Wow. So what do you love about Vegas, and what was something that surprised you in a bad or good way?
And one of the things that I love the most about Las Vegas is a great source of jobs, well-paid jobs. And if you're a person who has a career and has a degree, for example, you're a doctor, you're a lawyer, you can make a living everywhere. I mean, you create jobs basically. But for someone who's doesn't have a bachelor's or having a high degree in a high-paid field, for an average person like a waiter, a bartender, especially if you're in the hotel industry, great source of jobs, well paid compared to the average in many other states, and great benefits. Vegas is a great, fast recovering economy. I was here when 9/11 happened. During 9/11, I was working overtime. when many places, other states and jobs were closing. I was here when the financial crisis of 2008, 2009, they called I believe there is a term for that, a meltdown or something like that. When that real estate crisis, I was here, and we recovered fast. And I believe
it's very resilient.
And I like that about Vegas. Another thing I like is the heat. That thing many people hate. I love it. I mean, and what other season of the year I can play in my backyard with a garden hose on my 9 years old son? No. I love the heat. Dry heat.
I love it. 9 months, 10 months out of the year, but yeah, I get you. Yeah.
No, I love it. What can I tell you?
Well, like I said, thank you very much for coming on today. And I think we all feel probably watching that, your work ethic is going to make FRAMA successful. We all wish you the best success with everything.
Blessings for you, my man. I hope God hears you. Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much for your time. Everyone, thank you so much. Have yourself a great day. See you on the next one. Bye.
Blessings.